Hitman Boxing, we are the A-side boxing community. Mauricio Suleiman, and I'm paraphrasing, but he's mentioned that he will, or he's looking into ordering a fight between Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter for the interim WBC championship. Now, I've preached this on this channel for months. Well, videos and videos and videos here and there, right? To me, it made no sense for Keith Thurman to fight Danny Garcia in a rematch and then fight Shawn Porter in a rematch because he's already beaten them. And I'm really not too interested in seeing Keith Thurman fight another fighter that we've already seen him fight, right? We want to see new and exciting matchups in the welterweight division. But Keefy Poo had to go and get injured with a deep bruise. You know, he had a deep bruise, so he had to back out of his May fight day, right? And we had a guy by the name of Tevin Farmer, who I used to promote, but you know he lost his strap, so I don't promote guys without belts now. Now Tevin Farmer got shot in his hand, and he fought not too long after that. Joseph Parker got surgery on both of his elbows, and later went on to fight the toughest fight of his career against Anthony Joshua. Countless guys have fought with broken jaws. But Keefy Poo can't fight with a bruise? You got a bruised hand, and it's not even your dominant, it's not even the right, it's the left. So you got to be kidding me with that. I don't trust Keith Thurman. I think he's a liar. And he's lied to you guys time and time again. But somehow he still has a fan base. How does a guy who only fights one time a year have a fan base? You don't even get to see Keith Thurman fight on TV. You don't ever get to see Keith Thurman. You don't see him in passing. The only time you can see Keith Thurman is on YouTube. He don't post nothing on social media. Not that I would care if he posted anything on social media, because I'm gonna rip it apart. You post a video you playing a flute, I'm gonna get on this video, I'm gonna get on here, and I'm gonna get on you. Simple as that. But back to Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia. You know, Danny Garcia fought one eliminator for the WBC belt, and that was against Brandon Rios, right? He beat Brandon Rios. I feel like Shawn Porter fought 3 eliminators. He fought Adrian Granados. He fought Andre Berto. Who else did he fight? Those are the only 2 that come to mind. Yeah, his last fight was with Adrian Granados, I believe. Yeah, he was looking real bad in that fight anyway. But it's crazy to me how Danny Garcia gets a shot at Keith Thurman before Shawn Porter does. That's not saying that I want to see those fights. Shawn Porter's put in more work to get that fight, right? I mean, y'all need to start putting rematch clauses in contracts, but I'm not trying to hear this, you entitled to a rematch, all this blah, 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 unless you're going to show us a contract where it states that, but they're not going to do that. You know, I'm against rematches. I'm against the Danny Garcia Keith Thurman fight. I'm against the Keith Thurman versus Shawn Porter fight. I'm against the rematch, man. I could care less how good the first Keith Thurman Shawn Porter fight was. You know, Keith Thurman beat Shawn Porter in a rematch, no matter how you look at it, okay? Now, another thing is, why can't we get some new matchups in the welterweight division? I mean, Danny Garcia, apparently, they said Danny was ducking Shawn. You know, they said that Shawn sent an offer to Danny, but Danny said he never got an offer. And it's all this he says, she said. But you know what? I don't care. Because I'm going to blame all y'all. I'm going to blame Danny. I'm going to blame Shawn. I'm going to blame Al Haim. I'm going to blame all them dudes for not making the fight. The WBC too, man. Again, you say you might order the fight. Just order the fight. You run the WBC. I know these guys are lining your pockets, but come on, man. Like, we don't get any matchups that we want to see. You know? Granted, we do get good fights year in, year out. We do. and we sometimes get the fights we want. But it's like, come on, Keith Thurman versus Danny Garcia again? I gotta sit through that again and make another post-fight video about that? I'm not excited about that. I'm not excited about Shawn Porter versus. Well, actually, the first fight was exciting, but like I said, give me somebody new for Keith, man. Y'all wasting Keith's energy bar, man. You know you got that Zen shit going on, so look, give me Keith Thurman versus Lucas Matisse. Give me Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao. Give me matchups like that. Give me Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. You know? That's what I want to see as a boxing fan. But I can't get them fights, man. Because of politics. Because Keith Thurman won a fake hand injuries. This is the third fake injury that Keith Thurman has come up with. You know? First it was a car accident. There's no footage, there's no pictures. No reports from whatever doctor he went to. No medical records. Nothing to corroborate this claim that he had this, what was it, concussion? I don't know, man. Keith is a liar, all right? And then the second thing was the elbow, where he shows us a picture of his elbow with some chocolate milk on it or something. I don't know, man. Like, that wasn't no injury. Show us the x-rays. Shawn Porter showed us the x-rays of his hand after he fought Adrian Granados. But if you're a Keith Thurman fan, you'd be like, oh, no, man. I ain't gonna go against nothing Keith Thurman say, because he light skinned and he got long hair. I gotta believe what he say. That's probably what y'all probably thinking in y'all little heads right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a fan of Keith Thurman. I don't like Keith Thurman. I don't like him at all. Now, Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter, you know, Mauricio Suleiman, he had to just set this out the blue just to see if he could gauge interest for the fight and maybe try to get these two guys in the ring together. But Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter should have been fought each other this year. That should have been a fight we saw already. It's a huge fight. Like, both of them dudes are going to make good money. You know? Only one dude can come out on the top. And fine, you want to, you know what? I was going to say, if you want to have him fight Keith Thurman after that, that's fine. But no, I'm not cool with that at all. This is what I want. I want them to strip Keith Thurman of the WBA and WBC championship. He hasn't defended either title in over a year. And they've been very lenient with this guy. You know? They were giving him a tune-up fight before he faced a mandatory. But now he pulls out of his comeback fight with a fake injury. And now I guess this is good, because we just might see Shawn Porter versus Danny Garcia. It's about a 45% chance we get that fight, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about Porter versus Garcia. I think it's a good fight. I think it's an interesting fight because we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen these two caliber fighters get in the ring yet. And we know there's going to be a lot of trash talk before the fight between Angel and Kenny Porter, right? So that's what I'm looking forward to. Hopefully the fight can get made. I just think, you know, the Porters are going to be a little upset that they're being ordered to face someone else and another eliminator, a final eliminator, to fight a guy who they'll probably never ever get their hands on again, or a guy who will never ever fight ever again. Then he should really just give up his belts and stop lying to his fans and the public, man. Because we don't respect that. I don't respect that over here. I don't respect what Keith Thurman's doing. All right? Now, Keith Thurman or Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia, y'all better make that fight. Make that fight. Order that fight, and these dudes better make it fight. I don't want to hear nobody orders me to fight this guy. I fight whoever I want to. No, you don't. You don't get to do that. All right? You go holler at Al, and he lays out the groundwork for you. Mauricio orders the fight. You got to fight Shawn Porter, then do it. That's what the fans want to see. We want to see if you still got anything left. All right, Brandon Rios ain't a good gauge for me. We want to see you fight Shawn Porter. Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. Go over to my other channel, Hitman Boxing Uncut, for the real story. ASBC. Hashtag it. Hashtag ASBC. We out.
I'm under underrated. You niggas steady ignoring greatness. A pallbearer what you need when I come undertake it. This hostile takeover by the chill hover. I got the blueprints, I really do this, so move on over. Stay in your lane, nigga, stay in your lane. You steady running at the guns, but fucking suck at the game. Ain't it a shame? It really is. My words evoke fear. I teach you lessons that'll have you breaking down in tears. Call me Joe Clark with a baseball bat, chaining up the doors and spelling all these niggas from rap. Cause they kill your brain cells, son. How don't you see it? They steady brainwashing you and then repeating, but 'tis the season for chill wage. I bring about change, but not Obama, cause this nation I will never claim. I got my sights aimed at the top spot on the chop block.